What's up, everybody? Destin and here, hanging out at the raid spot with Alfredo Diaz.
What's up, Destin? We're back.
Alfredo, why are we here today?
Because a lot of things have changed via the patch.
That's right. So we are going to talk about that. With the patch, a few things have changed, and I don't know if it's for the better. I kind of wanted your take, and the commenters, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
With the new raid patch, Atheon can no longer be cheesed. Let's talk about that first. So the way you could cheaply defeat Atheon was by having a few warlocks just push him off the ledge.
Yeah.
So you just wait until he teleports your team, and then as soon as that ends and they kill all the oracles inside the teleportation area, you could push him off the ledge.
Yeah, he stands still, he has his hand up in the air.
Yeah, and then when he comes back, you push him off the ledge and he just walks off the edge. That's been fixed. They said they put baby bumpers there to ensure that that can no longer happen.
Yep.
Yeah. I am fine with that.
I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously a bug, right?
Yeah.
That was not supposed to happen. That was not how they intended the game to be played. I get that.
I mean,
now
I think it definitely should have been, because you skip like a big section of the raid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with it being definitely
Totally
being
agree.
changed
So we both agree there. Now, where we disagree is in the other change. The second change is that when you're in the raid, now you are randomly teleported on the final boss. I do not like this change. I don't. So, like, before you would strategize, you'd be like, all right, we're going to be away team. We'll hang out in the back.
Yeah.
We'll get teleported. We know what to do.
Yeah.
Home team, you do your thing.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
Wait,
So-
why don't you like that, though?
No, I do like that. I like the old way.
Why don't
Having
you
two
like
teams.
the...
Because you have to strategize. You have to create two separate teams. Now, it's all just like randomness. So now it's totally random. The people who get teleported out of the 6, it's going to be totally random. It could be anybody on the team.
Yeah. I mean, like, I see the difficulty in that, but it shouldn't take more than a handful of times to adapt. Like...
That's true, like, yeah, for high-level players. But remember when you played it for the first time, and somebody probably taught you how to do it.
Yeah.
If you play with anybody like that, they're not going to know what to do, and it's going to be like starting over from the beginning. And Bungie seems to think,
I mean...
they're like, this is how we always intended the raid to be, totally random, you know, not the team in the back. And, like, I don't think that's true. I don't believe them.
I don't know if that's not the way it was intended or not, but I
Yeah.
just don't see the difficulty in it. Like, okay, you sit outside and you shoot harpies.
Yeah.
You know, you stand on pillars. That's not hard. Or if you're inside and you're a newbie, just make sure they don't grab the shield. You know, have them toss a couple grenades in the middle to help the guy with the shield out. So that way he can go ahead and kill all those guys down there.
Yeah.
And then just tell him to shoot oracles.
I guess. I mean,
what is so hard?
it's not hard. It's the fact that before you had to formulate a strategy
Yeah.
and work with your team and develop two separate teams like you do in other parts of the raid, like teams that need to go into the portals and kill the Templars.
Yeah, new strategy.
Right.
Everyone stands on
Yeah.
a pillar.
Wait, what?
That's a new strategy. Everyone stands on a pillar, so the people that get teleported, and the other people that don't.
Yeah, so Bungie's not going to like that. I mean, that's not a bad strategy. Like,
No, why wouldn't they
that's
like that?
going
You
to
just
be
stand
totally
you
fine.
stand on pillars inside. where
Because
Atheon
everybody's
is.
just doing one thing. Bungie seems to... I saw this a lot of people commenting about this. It seems like Bungie's just throwing randomness at every problem they encounter. There's other problems with the raid that should be addressed.
Yeah.
For example, coming out of the portal, once you get teleported, when you come out, it doesn't always send you out. Sometimes you get stuck going back and forth.
Yeah.
Fix that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't put randomness into the raid when there are other game-breaking issues. Have it so that when the countdown timer ends at the end of the raid, you actually go back to orbit.
Yeah, no,
or it
no,
actually
exactly.
ends and there's
I
a
completely
reward
agree
screen.
With that. There's definitely
You know?
a bunch of things that need to be addressed and that need to be changed. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I also think that changing it so it has to be randomized, I don't think it's necessary. But at the same time, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So, like, it's not like I'm for it or against it. To me, it's just like, all right, whatever, you know. Just, if we were somebody new there, we'd just tell them to shoot oracles on the inside or shoot harpies on the outside, like, whatever. To me, like, I feel like there's bigger things I can complain about.
And that's kind of my point,
Yeah.
right? Bungie has bigger issues that they should be dealing with in the raid, and not, people aren't randomly teleported.
Yeah.
That's
your point.
If that's something they wanted to introduce later, and Deej said he listened to feedback from the community and he talked to the developers and they decided, we can see why the community doesn't like it. We're going to do it anyway. And there's a lot of threads about this. Some people feel like you do. I don't feel like it. I'm not like angry that it happened. I can kind of understand why they did it and why
they want everyone to kind
experience
of know how to
a different part about
it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I just I felt like the old way was fine. I don't feel like that's something that needed to be changed. That wasn't like a pressing issue. I feel like on their bugs list, there's way more higher priority issues that they should be working on. Atheon was like number one, right?
Yep.
Fix Atheon. There's another bug I'm not going to mention because I hope they don't patch that one.
Wow, Destin.
But Atheon's number one, and then like there's another bug I'm not going to mention, and then like the transporter that needs to be fixed. Or the coming out of the teleporter that needs to be fixed. The end of the game stuff needs to be fixed. The reward, there's no reward screen for beating the raid.
Yeah.
There's all these little things that I feel were a higher priority than people should randomly be teleported.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary, but at the same time, I'm just like, all right.
You don't think it's that big of a deal?
I don't think it's that big
of a deal. You're kind of indifferent. I feel like they should have left it alone. I feel
like more than anything, they should have some type of matchmaking for the raid.
Yeah.
There's I get at least 100 messages a day for people asking me to help, for people to have me come in and help them out with the raid. And I wish I could help them all out, but I can't. I don't have that much time.
Yeah. Also,
I know people in the comments are going to be like, "Oh my god, they've seen me play with random people and it's a complete mess." You know what I mean? But at the same time, at least they're getting to experience the raid.
Yeah.
At least they have the ability to try out the raid. But then, also, you can't really talk to... Wait, can you talk to people?
You can because you have to group up, for that one.
Oh, yeah. There you go, then. That's cool.
My biggest issue is when you go in with a group, the biggest factor for success in the raid is communication. If you're not communicating as a team, you are going to fail. And these groups that have not done it before just don't communicate, or they feel like they're being yelled at. It's like, I'm not yelling at you when I say I need a cleanse.
Yeah, you just
cleanse. You're
just being urgent about it.
Yes.
You're just stressing the fact that you need to be cleansed right away, otherwise you're dead.
Yeah. I've actually never had that complaint that I'm yelling at anybody, but some people just don't communicate, and that's the main issue. That's why people are failing.
I think my biggest issue is people who on Sundays I run people my subs on Twitch through the raid, and I think a big issue that I have is that people kind of expect to get carried through it, and
that's not happening.
No. If someone keeps repeatedly dying, even if we can beat Atheon, I'll have the whole team wiped just because, it's not...
You got to earn it, right?
You got to earn that.
We're not going to give you free gear.
I'm giving you a squad that knows how to do this. The least you can do is,
Contribute,
yeah. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that's what we think about the raid changes.
You got a bounty done.
Yeah.
Multitasking at its finest,
I did get a bounty done. Held a conversation, did a bounty, killed a bunch of guys. This is my Titan, by the way.
Nice.
He's already 17. Took 7 hours.
Yeah, it takes about a good solid 6 to 8 hours to fully get a character up there.
Yeah.
To 20.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me again, Alfredo.
Yeah.
And for more on Destiny, actually, that's our thoughts. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And for more on Destiny, you're already in the right place. IGN.